You will not be able to use the self-cleaning function of your oven in order to get it as clean as this. Sorry, but it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease along with some degreaser, but stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how we're going to do it. First things first, remove the oven racks. After that is simply sweep up and vacuum up any of the burnt food and dirt, dust particles that are down at the bottom of the oven. This ZEP heavy duty citrus degreaser is my favorite. I don't dilute it. It is able to be used diluted or directly from the bottle. So because this was some pretty heavy staining, I did not want to dilute it at all. Put it on directly, which is just fine. And you really want to coat the oven. I didn't spray the fan directly. That's in the back. However, you just want to coat it, be incredibly liberal with it, and then just start scrubbing. I'm using a traditional kitchen scrubber, kitchen sponge here, which didn't make it any easier. I highly recommend a wire scrubber or a wire scourer. Those are safe to use and can pull off any of this caked on grease much better. So you're going to repeat this process a couple of times. One of my favorite tools is this glass scraper here, and you can check out some of my other videos on ideas of how to use this and the multiple different types of uses that you have for it. However, in this moment, it is completely safe to use for the oven. You do have to put a little bit of pressure on it, and it helps to have a new blade. However, you can see that it just starts pulling this off much better than the sponge did. And again, if you've got a wire scourer or brush, highly recommend using that as well. I also used a little bit of dish soap, but I really felt the degreaser worked a lot better. It's a little tough to get inside each one of the grooves along the side of the oven there and along with the fan. However, it's completely doable, and you just have to get down on your hands and knees and put some effort into it. Also, same process with the glass and with the door. Simply coating it with the degreaser, letting it sit for about a minute, and then scraping and wiping everything off. Glass scraper, one of my favorite tools. You can use it on both the glass and the inside of the oven, and the door works no problem. And while we're here, the oven racks are simply going to be put in the bathtub. I didn't video it, but put them in the bathtub. You can spray that same ZEP degreaser all over them, let it sit for a minute, and then take another brush and just wipe it off and scrub it off. Again, you may have to repeat the process of kind of wiping it off ever so often just so you can see the progress that you've made, because it does get pretty gritty, grimy, and dirty, and a lot of sludge in there. So tough to gauge how well it's coming off unless you continuously wipe it off and wipe it clean. But that's going to be it. We're going to take it from this disgusting bottom of an oven to this very clean, much better looking oven. And it just takes a little bit of, again, elbow grease and degreaser. But if you just follow these steps in that process, you too can have an incredibly clean oven.